everyone. We brought everyone here today to hold a group session on relationships. We want to go into what kind of person, in your opinion, would be the most ideal romantic partner for you. If you happen to be in a relationship that you feel is most ideal already, feel free to talk about it too. To start off, let's go over all our names. So where you're from, what year you are. So I'm Claire. I'm from West Virginia. I'm a senior.
I'm Andrea. I'm from Northern Virginia and I'm a senior.
I'm Jacob from Fredericksburg and I'm a junior.
Frederick from West Africa, junior.
Reese from Virginia Beach, junior.
Jose from Northern Virginia, and in between junior and senior.
Since we're all attending here at George Mason, we're exposed to a great deal of diversity. So to make this session a little bit more interesting, talking about relationships, we're going to incorporate how diversity plays into us and what our ideal relationship and characteristics would be.
All right, before we go any further, I want everyone to feel comfortable. So to ensure that everyone feels comfort, we ask that everyone is kept confidential and that nothing leaves this room. And to make it a good experience for everyone, we have to respect each other, not interrupt when everyone's speaking, and let everyone share so we can all have a really good session.
Okay. And just to get everyone a little bit more comfortable with each other, we're going to do an icebreaker. We're going to pretend like we're filling out an online registration for like a dating service. And we're going to put, I'd say, a trait that you would want in an ideal partner. Like, for example, I would like someone that is honest.
I'll say I want someone who has a good sense of humor.
Someone I can really trust.
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys on the trustworthiness. It's a big factor.
Yeah, the same for me too. Trust.
I'm-
Very important.
I want someone that I can relate to easily.
Okay, and now let's say a trait that we possess that you would put on the profile. So I'll say I'm pretty genuine and nice.
I'll say that I'm just very outgoing and not afraid to show how I feel.
I like to consider myself pretty understanding of other people and their feelings.
Keeping it real. I like to keep it real with people. You know, again, that's very important. You know, being honest. You know.
I guess I would say I'm very loyal.
Yeah, I consider myself a loyal person as well.
Nice. So we're gonna move into our real discussion and how diversity plays into when we're looking for romantic partners. So want this to be open discussion, so everyone should feel free to like give feedback to each other, and you know. So Jose, you want to start?
Well, I mean, I'm currently in a relationship. We've been together for almost 2 months now. It's long distance right now. She's down at James Madison, so I go down there every other weekend to visit her. It's been a great 2 months.
Does diversity play at all into it?
Yeah. Well, I'm Latino and she's white American, so definitely cross cultural there. So yeah, the diversity does play a huge part there.
Okay.
I'm not in a relationship right now. As far as diversity goes, I don't really have like a preference. So you got to be accepting of everybody, and if they're a good, genuine person, then give them a chance. So.
I'm saying, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I don't really care what kind of phrase you have. But, I don't really care what kind of girl.
I'm not in a relationship either. I am crushing on a girl. She goes to James Madison too. And yeah, there's some diversity because she's also white. So yeah, but other than that, I have no real other preferences. I mean, like everyone else said, as long as they're a good, nice person and I can relate to them easily, and it's fine by me.
I am in a relationship. It's going to be 7 years in June. He is Middle Eastern, and I'm Latina Hispanic, so there is some diversity there between cultures because he's Islamic and I am Catholic. But it takes a lot of work and a lot of compromising on different aspects.
Is there any like is there any holidays or religious things like that does any conflict?
Not really, because he's practicing, but he's not super conservative. So he'll come over for Christmas, for Ramadan, for like Eid. We'll come over to his family's house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never like done other religions, like different holidays and stuff. So I think it'd be interesting. One of my roommates is actually Jewish now, so it's been fun to like incorporate. Like, we'll bring you what's it called? The menorah, like, because we like decorated the whole like house and like Christmas trees and stuff, and we're like, we'll bring you a menorah or decorate the tree blue if you want. I don't know. So it must be interesting to have like to compromise on different religions and holidays and stuff. Do you guys see any like, I guess not thinking about a person that you're looking for, but just in general, like how diversity can affect relationships and other people?
Kind of going off what you said, the religion factor. I can see that actually being like a difficulty too. Like I know you guys are accepting of each other, but I can see people having a problem with that. So I don't know. So you are and what your expectations are in a relationship. 2 cents.
Well, when it comes to religions, I don't think so much as though if two people love each other, I don't see the problem. I think differences in religions and beliefs, they shouldn't come between the two people. If two people can connect with each other, I think that's probably much better than as if, well, I could try and find someone that's, say, Catholic, but I'm with this other person, they're not Catholic. It's just like, I don't see, it could be a difficulty at first, but I think in the end, it's something that really shouldn't matter as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for sharing. Anything else?
I do have a question. Going off of what you said, have you, since you're not currently in a relationship and you're open to diversity, have you had relationships in the past that were with a diverse individual?
I've been with Hispanic girl before in my past, but other than that, no. I haven't had too many relationships in general.
Well, going off what he said and your question, I had a relationship one time with a black girl, and so I think I can definitely. There's no diversity problems there either. I mean, it's just like I said, skin color also is like religion. It doesn't really matter. It's
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you learned or you were able to take away from that experience?
No, not really. I mean, there's some relationship things I learned, like stuff about trust, but it's nothing that's really affected anything else. It's just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about aspects not only of culture, but also money. What's that?
Socioeconomic.
Yeah. So I'm thinking what like a past relationship at like high school. His family's didn't have as much money as I'm not saying rich, but didn't have as much money as my family. So it was also kind of a different situation because it was hard to like. My parents are very judgmental of like where he come from, and it was a struggle all the time. But I mean, at the time, it was a good relationship for me, so I always wanted to fight for it. So I always think of diversity still can cover that as well, and that kind of applied to me when I thought about relationship diversity.
Yeah, my mom, like when I told her about I was dating my girlfriend, she was kind of worried, like telling me, listen, if they don't want to accept you because we're a little bit poorer than them, cause she didn't really know them, but she just assumed that we're probably poorer than them, and it's like, so don't be like offended. I'm like, Mom, she doesn't care. It's not about her parents. Her parents would care, like if we had a future together, that I was financially like stable, but the family, she doesn't care. But that's what my mom talked to me about.
That's how it should be. So that's really nice. Anything anyone else wants to add?
Let's just say, as far as money goes, I did have another relationship in the past where her family was very wealthy, and it was kind of weird because she and her family both had that air about them where it's just like, no, we're that much better than you. Like, I'm not particularly wealthy, so and after a while, it kind of eats at you, and you're just like, alrighty, like, so, yeah, kind of had the opposite problem what you had.
Well, it seems like y'all have really good concept of diversity relating to relationships. So we thank you guys for coming to the session. You want to add anything?
It seems like we've learned a lot about each other and as far as what factor diversity plays into our education here at George Mason University. And I'd also like to thank you guys for participating in this session.
All right.
Thank you guys.
End it.